What is up, YouTube? Paul's here with Xtreme Shades, back at you again with another window tint video. We have a 2021 C8 Corvette Stingray edition. We are doing the side windows, this itty bitty little back glass, and a sun strip. T-Town, did you hear did it come back through on your end as far as the audio text to speech? It should not have. Also, how is my audio vocals and audio music? Perfect. So I need to be able to hear y'all commenting. You don't want to hear yourself commenting because it's aggravating. So let's get started. 2021 C8 Corvette. GoPro. perfect. Look at the interior of this thing. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful. Tabitha's up front working on a, what is that, a Patriot, correct? Yeah, Jeep Patriot. So we're going to be knocking this thing out. Glad y'all are here joining today. Cut some patterns out. Doors are extra curvy on this car, like kind of. It's mainly because of this weird wide body-ish type thing, if you want to call it that. I mean, you got a, I don't know, what, an 8-inch, 9-inch area here where it's one section and then it kind of curves in like a normal door, and then it does have some weird curves in it, I guess but yeah, still a super nice car. I would never own one because it's way too much money, but oh, you're talking, yeah, the glass. I don't remember. I've done one of these, and I don't remember. I mean, I want to say there was quite a few fingers down at the bottom that I had to shrink, but obviously I'm going to lay it on the outside of the glass anyways before I go to do any of that jazz. Where, oh where? There it is. Right. Now I'm confused. I'm guessing this is considered the convertible, right? It's got the thing there. All right. I like the way they got the patterns in FVD. It's a little weird. But how big are they? Oh. We'll cut them out that way. Hey, what's the... Never mind. You keep working over there. Doing a good job, Tabitha. Of course. I want the 5% sun strip. Everybody's gonna be so difficult. T-Town, I shared this in Window Tint Stuff, Tintertainment, and How We Shade. If you want, I wouldn't be mad at you if you shared it in other groups. I mean, I've seen, I guess they've turned post approval on Window Film Pros. read that comment. I didn't hear what David said. Something about stocking up. No probs. Go look at my computer. I need a new blade in this thing. Wow. Love the feeling of freshly stocking up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, T. What y'all working on today? Y'all working on anything? Do you have that plotter? The Titan, what is it, 2? I think it is. David? I'll explain why I ask in just a minute once you respond to that. Okay. So I don't know about on the other ones. This is one thing that I do like about the Titan, and that's why I cut in this groove. If you hear it, I don't know if the sound comes through or not, but this is metal. So when you cut through it, right there, you're ruining the tip of your blade. You can pop a new one off of that, but it's metal, so you don't have to worry about cutting through it. Now, that plotter I think was like $1,100, $1,000, something like that. This is my Jaguar VLX. This here, that's like soft, thin, like I can move it. It's plastic. Why they made that plastic, I don't know. Nice. Nice T-Town. So yeah, the $3,500 plotter in there has plastic where it's got a trim groove at, and the $1,000 plotter has metal. So yeah, that don't make sense. I wouldn't yell at you. Tabitha's probably like, what are they talking about? Yeah, I've got the SC2 in my van, my mobile van. One thing I did not do, and I hope I did not mess myself up. I mean, if I got to recut them, it is what it is. But I forgot to extend the back and the top, because if y'all know me, know my work, I shave all frameless windows. A rag, alcohol. That is not alcohol. That is soap. Don't even want it. Okay. Doing what? Working on my keep on tinting hat. Awesome. Awesome. There's nothing wrong with that, David. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. Match my shirt. Oh, my tenor shirt. Heck yeah. What's up, Hunter? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that T-Tune. Or T-Town, excuse me. David, the film is Flex Films, Terraflex, and the plotter or the program I'm using is it's Flex Cut, but it's so Flex Films got with Film and Vinyl Designs and basically kind of bought their own little subscription to the program. So that being said, the makers of Film and Vinyl Designs allowed Flex Films certain rights to the program. I don't think I pulled that other side enough. But they did that, which in turn allows Flex Film users to use the program as Flex Cut. So as you notice, I'm trying my best to keep the side of this car as dry as possible. Oh, no worries. No worries. It seems like that driver window's got more curve to it than this one does. Maybe not. I mean, that's kind of a hefty finger right there. Cool. So we do have a famous question for you guys. I was hoping maybe somebody could help us out with a good answer. Current time is 10 minutes to 12. What's for lunch? You guys decide. Yeah. A lot of curve on the side window. Ginger snap Mountain Dew. Ugh, that sounds disgusting. You know, I opened one of those earlier. What did I do with it? Oh, it's back there. So we've got Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, Hardee's, a place called Cookout, which has like like cheeseburgers, nuggets. We've got a Bojangles, which is like a Cajun fried chicken. We've got Popeyes. We've got like a mom and pop hot dog and hamburger shop that's close by. We've got a place called Yummy or Ninja Japan, which is like takeout Japanese food. Really? Oh, T-Town. That's true. Never know with Nipsey. So David, Wymere? I don't know how it's pronouncing it. A guy named David on YouTube that's commenting says we should go with the mom and pop hot dog and hamburger joint, which would be Zach's. Right. Nice. Weimer. David Weimer. Which that's how it's pronouncing it in my ear, so. Tabitha, did you hear me? She's not paying me no mind. Tabitha! Yeah. She said what? So I asked the YouTube community, what should we eat for lunch today? Gave them all the options, and a guy named David Weimer said we should go with the mom and pop joint, Zach's. Because you can't go wrong with mom and pop places. We actually just tinted one of his new vehicles Monday, I believe it was. So. No, normally, so we were, but then there was some sketch stuff going on with some of the drivers around here, so we quit ordering from any of those delivery deals. As convenient as it was. Shout out to Matt Blackmere from Detroit Tint Studio. He does live videos as well. He's helped me out a whole lot with my live streams as far as all the setup and the doodads and stuff. You know, this stuff gets, like, once you get into completely live streaming, as now I do and Matt does and has done for a while, there's a whole lot more that goes into it than just throwing a GoPro. With Matt's earpiece listening to comments and stuff like that. So in the Restream chat settings, he probably has it turned off, and that's probably because he has so many people that watches. I mean, and at some point I may end up having to go that route. But like in the settings part of the Restream chat, there's a like a little slider button that you can click to turn off or turn on the names. And I mean, at sometimes whenever you guys are chatting on mine, it gets it gets a little overwhelming when you have multiple people commenting at one time. That's why some of the questions that are commented on his, he never gets to them. But I do know that he's got that audio name person. Oh my. But yeah, that's where he's at with his stream stuff as far as that goes. As much as I'm sure he would love to know who was commenting. I don't know what thing to use. You know what? I'm gonna have to hand cut that anyways because he wants it to the bottom of the black center here, but he don't want to cover up the sensor so that we don't cause any issues with the sensor and the track and all that jazz. So, and he wants it curved with the glass, meaning I've got to cut it out on the plotter, which is cool. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to let him know. Y'all have a funny way of doing it that way. It'd probably help if I put the film in there, right? Hunter Lloyd, you working on anything today, bud? Nice. Hunter, I'm jealous. I want to go snowboarding. That's what I should do. I should call my mom and be like, hey, you remember that skiing trip, snowboard trip that you gave me for Christmas, like, I don't know, 13 years ago? I'm ready to do that now. It's been a long time. We never got to go because so much happened that winter. There was some family that had health issues and all that jazz, so. So we've got the North Carolina mountains. That's probably about six-ish hours away. Depends on what part of the mountains you go to. But then we got Virginia, which isn't crazy far. West Virginia, which isn't crazy far. My in-laws live in Pennsylvania, so I think they're like 5 minutes to an hour from the closest ski resort. We had actually talked about, I believe it was last year, one of the times that we went up to Pennsylvania, we had talked about trying to go find somewhere to snowboard and skiing. First one of yours, I got a notification. Awesome, David. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. That way it does notify you every time, bud. Pass it along to your friends. I have no problem helping. I missed your comment a while ago, David. That's why I'm replying now. Hey, PA gang. David, are you in PA? What part? That's crazy. There's a small exaggeration there. At least I feel like there is. As far as there being 100 within an hour. But at the same time, they're putting Dollar Generals in the middle of like wheat fields and stuff around here, so I could totally understand it. North. Okay. My in-laws are in Hanover. Over by the Utz factory. At least they're not far from it. Everybody say, hey, Kevin. Kevin is probably one of my best customers. Well, he is. I've done how many this year for you? 11 or 12. And I feel like the reason why he's here today, the way that he's smiling right now, is because he's got something else. No? Hunter Lloyd says, what up? You're live on YouTube at current time, Kevin. Mary Crit, you're leaving. You just got here. Come on, Kevin. Kevin! Well, thanks for stopping. I'll call you when I get done with my live stream. All right, bud. Kevin didn't want to be on camera. He's shy. Poor guy. Tabitha's shy of the camera, too. The windshield must be like super duper curved, because that is one heck of a negative curve on that sun strip right there. Holy moly. Cool. So Film and Vinyl Designs has two different patterns for the back glass. I'm going to use this one first because it's the smaller of the two. If that one doesn't work, I'm fairly certain that one's going to work. Although it does have a weird, I don't know how well y'all can see this in the camera, but it does kind of curve on the sides. Neither one of those patterns have a slight curve outward. So like kind of does that right there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But yeah. This guy's probably watching this camera on his phone. What is this guy looking at? Xtreme Shades, powered by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM program that we use for scheduling, invoicing, quoting, all different types of things. Okay. Wow. Only 3 people watching. One day, friends. So, David, you said you're in class. Class being window tint school, or class being you're in like high school or college or something along those lines? What's up, Ty? Glad to have you. Tabitha's over there working on a Jeep. She's She sounds frustrated. So if you don't know, on the C8s, the locking mechanism is not on the door. It is inside the jam. Take a tool, push it really hard, and watch the glass go up. Boom. Now, please note, do not shut that door, because you're liable to hit this, scratch that, or potentially bust the glass. Haven't had a Grand Wagoneer yet. Tabitha said she saw one at Walmart the other day. Ty said, glad to be here. Hey, Tab, and dude, today's been frustrating as heck. She said she's had to redo like 3 windows. Tabitha said, keep your head up. If you don't, you might fall over. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that. Golly, what a beautiful car. I don't even want to mess with it. I want to drive it home, never come back and be seen again. No, I'm kidding. I don't steal, bruh. We are going to get a new blade, though. Yes, the blue is gorgeous on this car. To me, they couldn't have picked a better color. The last one that I did had yellow calipers, and it had some yellow inside the cabin of the car. Made it through, moving on to the next, so that's good. That's what Ty just said. Bingo. Keep going. You got this. Very, very much. Phone. Did not switch. Phone. Still did not switch. Here, I'll switch it for us. Just freaking beautiful. Don't look at the contraption on my head. Look at that car. Love it. GoPro. I need a blade. Razor blade. This is the C8. And this is a flat window. There's no curve in this. It's just it's small and in a small area. What is this, Ty? The clear stuff here? Back to Hunter's comment real quick. So yeah, I'll get to it in just a minute. Hunter, the C7 does have a pretty flat back glass on it. So there's that. Ty, this stuff is, I'm using it, obviously, as you just seen, a door panel cover. This is actually carpet tape. A lot of painters use it in the houses that they work on. Oh, nice. David, the next time we go up to PA, we'll have to link up. Ty, this stuff is carpet tape or whatever you want to call it. I use this for, yeah, carpet shield. Thank you. We use it to cover door panels. And it does a very, very good job. I haven't found a door panel yet that it does not, haven't found a door panel that it doesn't stick to, so there's that. As far as this is the one that I ordered on Amazon. I think it was like 35 or 40 bucks for a 300 yard by 36-inch roll. And then, I mean, it fits most door panels very, very well. Ty, if you want, I can send you the link to the one that I got on Amazon. I do know that Matt has said he's had issues. Yeah, Ty, so Matt said that the one that he's got has been inconsistent as far as sticking to stuff, so. Oh yeah, price is pretty consistent. But Matt has made the comment that he has found some door panels that it won't stick to. I've actually stuck this stuff on I've tested it with some leather or rubber. It's actually called rubber vinyl plastic from Chemical Guys. I've wiped the door panel with it. Did a dry wipe with it just to kind of take some of the leftover vinyl rubber plastic gook off, and it stuck to it just fine. I mean, this stuff has a pretty good adhesive on the back of it, and it hasn't messed up a door panel yet. So yeah, so don't Matt like lays a thing of tape on the sweep, doesn't he? Yeah. There you go. So Hunter, you just said you're scared to put it on older vehicles. I agree with that. I wouldn't put it on an older vehicle. The only time I use this tape is on super nice cars that have super nice interior. This leather I mean, it just feels expensive. And I know that if I were to get that wet, most likely, especially on the stitching, on the stitching on these, the stitching can swell if it gets wet and stay saturated for a little while. So yeah, it definitely looks it. Absolutely. But yeah. There's a blade. Yeah, Tabitha's got to go get her food at some point. But yeah, as far as sweeps go, frameless windows, generally, I do not take the sweeps out. Generally speaking, not all the time. Sometimes I will take the sweep out just because they might be super tight, and when I go to push back on the glass to slide the film in, it may not slide in how I want it to. So generally speaking, I leave the sweeps in on frameless doors, but door panels and sweeps come off of anything that has a frame around it. Exactly. Hey, real quick for the ones that are watching, I've been having issues with on Facebook, so that's why I'm not streaming this on Facebook. Normally, I would do both YouTube and Facebook, but I've had issues with Facebook. Absolutely, Hunter. So yeah, you're right. Cool. So yeah, I'm not doing like actual Facebook Live today because I'm curious. I'm gonna break it apart, and I'm gonna do YouTube today, and then maybe in the morning I might do a Facebook Live and just a Facebook Live. But I'm trying to figure out if it's Restream that's causing the Facebook spam reporting issue, or if it's actually Facebook that's doing it. I can't figure it out. I've done a whole lot of research on it on Google, and apparently nobody else is having this problem. Because I can't find nothing on it. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to fix, Hunter, and I can't find a fix for it. So that's the problem. You know, I've got I've got one viewer, maybe others, but I know for a fact I've got one viewer that may not comment anymore on my Facebook Live videos for the simple fact he don't want it's Skynet, yeah. He don't want his Facebook page to get deactivated for spam. Huh? Yeah. And I don't want people to be discouraged from commenting on my live videos. So, with all the comments that's coming through today, if you guys get anything from YouTube saying that your comment has been reported as spam, blah, 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 please let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. Because I want to get to the bottom of it so that I can stream everywhere I possibly can, because that's the purpose of me spending the money and the time and the research in getting my streaming set up so that I can bring live content to you guys. So, yeah, if y'all get anything from YouTube saying your comment has been reported as spam, blah, 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 please let me know. If you don't have me on Facebook, you're more than welcome to call the shop. The number's in the stream. It's 919-300-1557. Because then that would let me know that it's a Restream issue and not a Facebook issue. Because YouTube should, if it's a Restream issue, YouTube would also do the same thing. So, hey, I have two of these. Are you missing one? Oh, come take this one. I don't need it, ma'am. We'll put it in the box. Thank you. You getting lunch? Cool. You know what I want? Even better. Thank you. Is that thing done? In the glass. Okay. That's fine, as long as you know it's there. Hunter, I don't know. To be honest, I haven't looked for a contact or any type of contact information, even via email or messenger or something. I'd be happy to talk to them though. They're probably going to blame it on Xtreme, and then if I contact Xtreme, they're going to blame it on Facebook. Y'all know how that goes. We didn't do no wrong. It's got to be your stream. Something with your stuff. It's not us. Y'all know. Y'all know. Why are you the way you are? There we go. You didn't want to go down there. Okay. Y'all get to see me shave a window. Not crazy tight, but it's, I mean, you can definitely tell that it's a good sweep. Cool, got it in there. So David, I don't know if you saw my question a while ago. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate you, whether you did or did not vote for me. I do think you did vote for me. I could be wrong. But if you did, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Means a lot. It's definitely something I want to do. I've actually had some window tinters tell me that, I'm not going to name names, but they could tint circles around me when I've some of their work. Okay, you need money? Okay. So yeah, definitely means a lot. David, real quick, back to my question for you. You said you're in school or class. Does that mean you're in window tint school or window tint school, high school, college school? Just curious on that. Uh-oh. What did my bow up there? Oh, there it is. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. So, crash course on shaving. It's not as hard as y'all think it is, I promise. So the big thing is there's several ways that you can do it. I'm about 90% one way, 10% the other way. This one being 10%. If y'all noticed, I did not do anything other than change my blade and put a brand new blade in there. Where is... I just had it. Nope, not my pocket. Is it back here? A lot of it has to do with your fit. It less about the blade and more about the pressure that you're putting on the blade with both sets of hands and the angles, right? It's got everything to do with those last two things that I said. The pressure that you put on it between both hands and the angles of the blade. It doesn't matter. I can shave this window with a single edge stainless steel 1-inch razor blade. The main thing, what's up, James? The main thing is your angles. That's number one. So when you're doing this, there's 3 angles that you have to look for. Remember, you got your open face of the glass, and then you got your rolled edge of the glass, and where they meet is where you want the blade at, right? So the 3 angles that you have are this way, up and down, right to left, and then you've got this way, turned to you, and then this way. So, you know, against the glass, away from the glass, against the glass, away from the glass. 3 angles. You want it to be as close to the glass as possible, right? You don't want to be like this, because if you're like that, you're not going to do very much. All right. Next thing is, once you do that, once you get it to where, you know, it would be close to the glass, you're going to drop it down. Normally, I'm at about a 30-ish degree angle, right? Then next, you're going to want to kind of curve or turn on the thin line of the blade like that, ever so gently. Then once you get that, I'm kind of like pulling this away and pushing here. Once you make a notch in the blade, because that corner where okay, David, that's where your pressure here is going up against the glass. So think of it as a pair of scissors. So, you know, on a pair of scissors, I want you, like, the next time you're around a pair of scissors, or you can grab a pair of scissors, I want you to watch how they manipulate in between and how they actually cut, right? It is the blade of the scissors that cut the paper, but it's more so it's breaking the paper in half, essentially. And I'm putting that in quotes because that's one thing that I've heard when people have explained it. So you're pressing here. My finger always uses, I always use that as a guide right there. And as long as you keep that pressure there, now, I mean, with your finger, you do have to kind of be a little bit careful, especially if you haven't torched the other side of the glass or not. But as long as you are keeping like positive against the glass pressure, it's not going to come up on you. Hope all of that makes sense. It does to me, but I've also been doing it for several years now. So that's one way. A brand new blade. Is a good way of shaving, but the film needs to, one, be kind of tacked. So if you saw me, I took a torch to the top edge and the back edge. That way it don't move around so much. Number 2, the angle of your blade, and then the pressure of your blade. It definitely helps, David. Now, there is another guy in this industry that taught me something that helps. There's another thing, and I'm getting ready to show you more so the scissor part rather than a brand new super duper sharp blade, right? There's a guy in this industry that taught me this about 2 years ago, and he owns that, Tint Hozilla. He is my partner in the Tinter Battles. His name is Jeff Welch. When he showed me this, when Jeff showed me this, I was like, dude, there's no way. Absolutely no way, right? You take a brand new blade, put it on the top edge of the glass, and just ever so gently, just let it rest on there and pull it to you. Dull that blade out just a little bit. Make sure it's completely perpendicular with the top roll of that glass. And all you're doing is kind of dulling the blade. I'm hardly putting any pressure on it at all. So now it's kind of got a dull feel to it. And then give it like 2 little runs of this. What that does, yes, I just dulled that blade. What that does is it allows to grab the film and keep the film up against the glass a whole lot better than that fresh brand new blade, which can cause the slippage, right? Doing it with a brand new, fresh out of the box blade that's super duper sharp. Awesome, T-Town. A brand new blade is room for error when it comes to it being so sharp that it could slip off, right? If y'all could see the edge of this blade, I mean, I'm putting good pressure right there and I'm not cutting into my finger at all, right? All I did was a couple of pulls this way and then just kind of resurfaced it, kind of got it more to the point rather than being a completely flat edge. Absolutely insane. So crazy that that is even possible. How it works, all I can tell you is that it acts as kind of like a pair of scissors and doesn't do anything weird as far as like it actually holds the film down in place. It's wild. Got a little spot right. I hear you. I'm just passing along information that was shared to me, bud. That's all I'm doing. You know, I could be that guy that, you know, gets all the information from all the people. Did not. What are you talking about? Shaving a window with the back of the blade? What, I just pulled my blade apart. I have not seen that video, Hunter. Dropped the back end of my blade. Where did it go? Oh, it's in the chair. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that a dull blade can get you a clean cut like that. But it does. Hunter or David, I 100% believe in that. There's enough cake on the table for everybody. I did heat it. That was because, so when I'm doing it with just a blade, like a brand new blade out of the box, I'll heat the glass on the outside with a torch. I'll literally like, and then come back across, and then I'm done with the heat. Just enough to give it a little bit of a stick. That way, as I'm bringing that brand new, fresh, super sharp blade, when doing it the way Jeff showed me, which is where you dull the blade by taking a brand new blade, coming across the top edge of the glass a couple of times with very minimal pressure, and then recreating the pointed surface with the top edge of the glass. Doing it that way, you don't have to heat the glass. It'll actually shave it with no problem. Excuse me. Now, as far as the Rodney video using the back of the blade, I have not seen that. That sounds crazy interesting. So he actually used, here's the sharp point. He used this side of the blade to shave a glass. If so, that sounds very interesting, and I might have to try it at some point. Not on this car, but I wouldn't mind trying it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this back glass. Let's go. Passenger seat. I'll let Tabitha try it on your truck. Remember, she's tinting that. So David, instead of wasting a bunch of film, you can do this with very minimal film. So like if you have a personal car, even if it's a framed and it's got the frame around it, just roll the window down and get you a little section of film, lay it on there. Once you lay it on there, heat the outside of the edge to kind of get it to tack up, and just keep trying. Or try a little bit, and if it don't look good, change the angle and the points of how you're holding the blade. Another key thing is, so a lot of people, when they hand cut let's say you hand cut, you don't have a plotter or whatever. A lot of people, they'll pop their blade on the outside of the glass, and they let this guy the handle of your blade on the glass or on the film, and they go across it that way. When you're shaving, you have to. That's why it's important for different pressures and different angles with both of your hands. Keep that off the glass or off your film. Only have that little point touching. When you're shaving, you only want the blade touching. You don't want the housing of your handle of the actual knife touching, because at that point you're going to risk scratching your film with that point, right? Or if it digs into the film, it could go zigzag on the film. That's the whole purpose of this. If you probably can't see it, but from where I shaved this few minutes, or this back edge, it created a notch right there. that notch is where the clear met the rollover on that particular point. And that's what you want. You want to create that notch. That notch is going to allow the film, or allow the blade to go across the film smoothly and create that nice, crisp, factory cut edge every time. So there's your crash course in shaving a window. I need a towel. Yep. Oh. Hold on a minute, I'll do it. I gotta get out of here. I need this Tint Wiz towel because it's small, not bulky. Many towels. You're very welcome, sir. You are very welcome. All right. Well, that don't help. Now does it? Covers my glass. There we go. It's got a sweep there. This thing's got sweeps all over the place. Holy moly. So there's a sweep on this side. I'm sure it's just one solid sweep too. No? There's separate ones. That's interesting. Yeah, I gotta tuck it in there. Cool. Hopefully the film fits. I do not want to do this window twice. Oh! I sure can. I sure can, friend. Just for reference, this video has been live for 1 hour and 21 minutes. So if you want to write that time down for your sake, just in case I don't get the video done soon enough. One hour and 21 minutes. All right, wish me luck, because I have no idea what's fixing to happen. This is the first convertible I have done with the new Corvette. It's definitely interesting, and I don't think this pattern is going to fit. Not yet, at least. Maybe it will. Gotta get it in the sweep first. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Not with that attitude. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. Why? Why? Oh, man, I'm gonna kill it. That comment, that's funny to me. Because I'm the same way. Like, I'll be ready to knock something out. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be super easy, super cool. Never done it before. But it's gonna work and it's gonna look awesome. And then you do it and you're like, crap. I lied to myself. Kind of like lying to myself with this back window. So yeah, you have to pay attention to your blade handle. Make sure your blade handle's not touching the film, because if it touches the film, I will tell you, these new blades that I got from Shades Tint, I got these blades. I got a blue one somewhere in here, right there. Oh. Wait a minute. The top comes down on this, right? Daggone it. So you know what that means, right? I bet that window rolls down, doesn't it? Yeah, there's no engine cover window. So where is the back window button? Right there. So you know what that means? I bet there's a crazy light gap on that film on the back window now. Yeah. Man. That ain't even cool. That gap though. Oh, sorry y'all. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. And I don't know. Oh. Yeah, so I don't like putting the top down if I don't have to. I did not think about this window rolling down. So what I'm gonna do, yep, I'm gonna re-wet it, try to re-wet it at least. But now we all know, if you get the convertible C8, it back window rolls down. Okay, guys. Terrible. All right. All right, time out, guys. Phone. I'm gonna put y'all right here. I'll be right back. like the stream. So David, I'm gonna shave the one little section, just because so yeah, I'm gonna shave that top edge in the center section of it because the pattern is closer to the edge in the center than what it is on the outside. I'm gonna fix that. GoPro. GoPro. Thank you. So yeah, I'm only doing the center section. I got it really close to the edge on the sides. You see how it's like right there at the rollover, but here it actually goes over the rollover. Same thing on that side. I need to squeegee it first. That was actually the owner of this car. So plotters. It's more so the original hand cutter is the problem. Whoever made this pattern did the plotter users a disservice. But we won't go into that because there's a lot of patterns. Oh. There you go. It's all in the angles. Whoop. And there you have it. There's a shaved, nice looking top edge convertible C8 back window that I did not know roll down. Right. Oh, just kidding. Golly. Maybe that's why they use the big one. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Look at this. Look at that gap. God. It's killing me. Lord have mercy. I need to get this car done. If I keep on, this one's gonna have an odd gap. I got to reposition this one. Ah. Now the pattern's gonna be off at the top again. Alright. So now what do? Shave the whole thing? Yeah, not at all. Exactly. Ever so carefully. I did. Checked it. It looks good. Top edge is still good. That way we could tell customers no. I agree with that comment so much. So Hunter, the key that I have found, one, a clean top edge, two, have it rolled down enough that way when you're spraying. So I don't know if you use a tank or not. I know you got a tank for me, but I just do quick burst. So like real quick. That's it. As it's rolling down, that way I'm not like flooding it. Because if you're flooding it, you're more bound to get more contamination because you're moving more air pressure around that area. Somebody's calling me and I got to finish this car. Love y'all, mean it. If you're watching my live stream, I will be with you shortly. Yep. Where is my blue card? Hang on, guys. Got another phone. Only how it happens. Alright. Wondering where's dirt coming from the jaws. Like I said. Yep, you gotta mist it. Have to mist it. Misting is key. Alright. On the short rows with this back glass finally. No more light gaps. Looks good. It's tinted passenger window. Oh, what's going on with my camera? Customers waiting outside for this. This is actually a father-daughter duo. Father-daughter duo. They actually have another car that they're going to be bringing. Heck yeah, blue scrubby for life, baby. I won't never use another one of those white ones. I'm not a fan. Never was to begin with, and then whenever I found out about the blue scrubbies, I was sold. The pink one is the pink clean, and it's on a Fusion 5 shorty. What do you call in the shop? Tabitha's going to get lunch. I missed it. Bam. Just kidding. Not today. Not today, spammers. So this is a pink clean, and I lied. This is one of those Amazon Fashois, or however you pronounce it, squeegees. Got the 3 screws at the bottom. The pink is a Fusion, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a Fusion pink clean, and I cut it down so that it's a whole lot smaller instead of having like a full-blown like huge squeegee that it comes like. I redesigned it for how I wanted it. So yeah, Fusion tools. And I've put my blue card down again. Lord have mercy. Really gotta stop doing that. Told this guy I'd be done in about 20 minutes. I don't know if it's been 20 minutes or not, but do they not make what? The pink clean? From my understanding, they still do. Just they make them. They make them where they're big. I just cut this one down to size. I mean, if you can see, this is small. Okay, I got you. Catching what you're putting down, sir. I'm gonna have to use a gator blade to tuck the film into the thing because I can't find my blue tri-edge. Anytime, Hunter. You too, buddy. It was good talking to you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm gonna prep the windshield for the sun strip. Since he's sitting out there, he's already come in once and then he left and then was back 5 minutes later. Go ahead and get it out. Whoa. Yep, food's here. I'm getting hungry. Tabitha said traffic in town is pretty terrible. Well, it's lunchtime in our town, so there's that. Well, it was. Just enough heat for it to tack. Got to do that. Now in a rush. You want to lay the film on the outside of the glass because I got to cut that center section out. Spray the film, not the glass, please. I'm not sure if it's been flipped or not. It's a normal size sun script banner, nanner. Now remember, kids, there is always a good reason to use a file for your back reappearing edge. Some top edges are jagged. This one does have some weird spots in it. Look right there. Hey, nothing wrong with that, David. Not at all, friend. We're all in it to make money, right? And to tint windows. We got to make a living. And when you use, I mean, you don't go to Lowe's and purchase the exact measurement of the board you need, right? Like if you need 34 3/4, you don't just purchase a 34 3/4 inch sheet of plywood square. I mean, you got to purchase the whole 4x8 sheet. Know that they have like the pre-cut stuff, but it's still not going to be perfect to what you need, right? To where we're doing this vehicle specific. So not liking this up here at all. This is grabbing still. That blade. Oh, that's why. Boom. More little swipe here. Of course, right? It never works that way. Never ever. All right. Well, that ain't gonna work, Tabitha. He wants it to the bottom of this, correct? Well, then it's not gonna be here. Right? mean, he's asking me to perform miracles. Maybe not. Maybe not miracles. Basically, he wants it right there at the camera so that it all looks seamless. But there's dots there, so I cover the dot. But if I cover the dot, then what? Are you over the edge over there? Right here. Let's see here. I need a marker. One more window and I'm done. Go under it. Go under it. Down here. Now go up against the glass and turn the light inward. Kind of. Not really. I need it turned more that way. Like towards the back of the glass. Like flip the light. No, the other way. Toward, there you go. A little bit more. Go get him. Let him see it real quick. Before I go any further with it, I won't be mad at it. Because if he tells me no, then obviously not going to cut it out. Is there AS1 line on that side? Well, it's lower on this side because this part here is lower than that is. All right, guys, going to put you on hold for a minute. I'll be right back. We're going to bring the customer in here. We're going to let him look at it. See what all he says. Yeah.
Feel the dark magic. And I won't stop. Feel the dark magic. Feel the dark magic. And I won't stop. Yeah. Yeah. Feel the dark magic. And I won't stop. Feel the dark magic.
All right, David. Hello. I'm back. Do apologize. Wanted him to see that so we could come to an agreement on how we were going to do this sun strip. Chevrolet kind of screwed the pooch, if you will, when it comes to how they did the cutout for the sensor. And then also, the original sun strip did not look good. The original, the pre-cut one, not pre-cut, but the film and vinyl design sun strip wouldn't have looked good in order for it to be. They would have covered up the sensor. He didn't want to cover up the sensor, which is totally understandable, and I'm in highly agreement with him. Or the camera, not the sensor, because it does have that front-facing camera on it. So, GoPro. There we go. Yeah, doing a custom brow now. I can't get the film off. Or the heck. Stuck on both sides. Just excuse me. So yeah, doing a custom brow. The sensor, I'll show you in just a second, but the sensor is offset to the dots. So unfortunately, it's gonna make, I feel like it's gonna make the sun strip look off-centered, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Because of where Chevrolet cut the camera out, part of it is on the flat part of the frit line, and the other part is on the so here, part of it is on the straight part of the frit line, and then the other side of the cutout is on the upward part of the frit line, where it starts to come back up around all of that plastic mess that's back there. So in turn, whenever you have your plotter cut, it was like here, and then it was swooping up over here in order for it to be even all the way across. Even with a factory straight edge sun strip, we're going to get it to the bottom here, and it's still going to come up about 1/4 of an inch over on this side because of, again, how they did the cutout. So GoPro, thank you for that. So Tabitha is cleaning the windshield. I got those cut out. Need my blue tri-edge. I got one. Oh, that's where my blue tri-edges went then. They're in her basket. She done thiefed them. Pull towards the center when you clean. Oh, you didn't see it. Hold on a minute. I'll have to. Sorry. You'll let me know sooner. Oh. So, they cut it out here. It's offset off to the driver's side of the car. The curved edge would have landed at the just at the dots, and it would have been way up here on this side of the cutout due to the curve in the film and vinyl design pattern. Even with a straight edge going across it, landing right there at the dots, it still comes up about 1/4 of an inch on the other side of the cutout for the camera. If they had centered that cutout, it would look a whole lot better. And unfortunately, they did not. So I had to figure out what worked the best, what looked the best as far as functionality and appearance. You ready for your side? you go. Yep. Yeah, they definitely want looking out for window tinters whenever they cut that pattern out. Or not the pattern, but the, what you call it? Camera. Oh, too much. Right there. Yep. Squeegee it. So yeah, there she be. I have to throw some heat on that edge there. Awesome. Glad to hear that. No, have not untricked the doors. Do not like bringing heat gun on the inside of the car. Brian Evans. What's up, Brian Evans? Tell the world hi. You're live on YouTube. That's my mom's. Fortunately, that factory edge, a couple little spots on it, lifting up. That is fixed. Cool. So I think that's going to finish our stream. We're going to finish cleaning this up. Customers hanging out outside. If you watch the video, we learned a couple of things. Hunter Lloyd says hi. The back window on the convertibles roll down. You can install them from the inside without putting the top down. Customer did say that if you put the top down, the window goes and stays down and does not roll back up. I do know that there are some convertibles where you can trick it. David, I appreciate you hanging out and all the commenting. Hunter, same with you. T-Town, all of y'all, thank you so much. Share this video, like it, subscribe to the page. Until next time.